What's up, guys? So we're here for CBR number 4 in the series, and today it was pretty hard, pretty fast. The breakaway got pretty big, and yeah, we're just gonna jump in right here. This is like probably 2 minutes in, and there's already an attack, and I'm just like, I want to bring this back to a field sprint maybe, but if there's a break, get into the break. So yeah, let's see how it played out, and let's go.
So Eli is in this race racing by himself. I was off in Spain racing. So Eli, what was your plan going into it by yourself?
My plan was to, if there's a break, make the break. But if there's not, then try and get in a good position to sprint and see what I could do if there was a sprint. But you can see, like, people are already trying to attack off the front. There goes Dante Young. And, like, so it's pretty fast, pretty hard. I'm putting right here, gonna sweep through all these guys and then kind of put in a little dig to see if I can maybe just roll off the front, see how the field is looking. But SoCal Cycling had the most people out here, the most guys. They had probably 8 guys from like Redlands. They did Redlands, so they all kind of just stayed out here and raced CBR. But so they were on every move, pretty much marking everything, not really attacking, but they were at the front, making sure nothing got up the road without one of their teammates in it. So, like right here, you can see we got you can see I'm going off the front a little bit, and one of the SoCal Cycling dudes, he come. I think, did he come? No, he didn't come. But yeah, yes, he did. Eventually,
There's a break up the road with 2 SoCals in there, and you're trying to pull this thing back, but you actually got a gap and 3 riders on your wheel. So y'all are now bridging, and the field is chasing hard. Did you know you had a gap, or were you just thinking you were bridging the field up?
I kind of looked back a few times to see if anybody was on my wheel, and that's when I saw people were on my wheel. And you can see, like, I wanted to make the break because I'm a solo guy, but I didn't really want to work in it too hard, and didn't really want to sprint if the break's up the road. So I'm trying to give it a nice hard dig to get up there. And I had quite a few helpers. SoCal wasn't gonna participate in that chase. They were just looking for a free ride to get another guy up the road. But eventually, we do get up the road. We catch those like 4 guys off the front.
Yeah, you guys worked for like 3 or 4 laps just pace lining, and y'all caught that group. And the field behind is struggling. There's solo riders trying to bridge. And you get into this 8-man group, and y'all start rotating real nice.
Yeah, and at that point, the field was already going pretty hard. They weren't very organized, and they kind of let us roll off. And we were doing some nice efforts. Like SoCal were all in for this move, and they had guys in the field that were kind of just sitting up, not really helping. And so they were doing good. And yeah, we had Mark Tucker in here, a good breakaway guy, and he rides for Velo King. So we had a good 8-man squad for this breakaway. So yeah, it was a good group.
Yeah.
Now it's 6 to go, and you can see right here, SoCal Cycling is throwing in an attack, and once they saw the lap cards, they started doing this, and we had Mark Tucker pulling it back. I put in a few digs, but they kept on just counterattacking each other, and we were all like, oh, who's going to close it down? Obviously, SoCal Cycling's not going to close down their teammate. So it was Mark Tucker, me, and these 2 others just keeping them on a leash and making sure they didn't go up the road.
Yeah, so Eli, as a solo rider in a breakaway in a huge field, you don't necessarily want to lap the field. In the race, were you thinking about that, or were you trying to make the lap?
Well, SoCal Cycling was definitely trying to make that lap. They had like 4 other guys in the field, but I was just trying to ride the wheels. So they were putting in a hard dig to get up there, and eventually we did make the lap. And then one of their guys attacked with an ice-speed guy that didn't lap the field. So now they're off the front, and it's up to us again to keep them on a leash, mark it. So I have to go. Mark Tucker just took a pull off on the front, so I go, and obviously SoCal's on my wheel. But I also brought Yogi up there with us. I put in a hard dig, and this SoCal cycling guy, he didn't want to pull. So yeah, it was just eventually us five up there, but then nobody, like, we all started playing games for some reason, and eventually the field caught us again. But yeah, it kind of just all got brought back to a field sprint, and after it did get brought back, I just pulled off for some reason. I don't know why, but SoCal kind of had like a three-man lead out, you can see.
Yeah, you were sitting right on the lead out train, and then you just kind of pulled off to the right and let like 12 riders in front of you. You were sitting right on Yogi's wheel, who ends up winning the race. So that was a little bit of a mistake, but how are you feeling going into the sprint?
Pretty good. There's like you said, probably like 12-ish riders in front of me going into that last turn, and I got pinched. But yeah, I wasn't up there near the front where I should have been, and I sprinted for like 6th or something. But I got 4th on the day, and Yogi from iSpeed won it, then 2 SoCal cycling from the Breakaway. So that move kind of cost me the race, but yeah, I still ended up getting 4th, so pretty proud, pretty happy about that.
Yeah, huge result for Eli, getting 4th in a pro race. Awesome job while I wasn't there, holding down the fort for Bros Ride Bikes.
Yeah, as always,
you know it.
Bros Ride Bikes.